the video game Doom Eternal, more artistic than the Mona Lisa. Such a claim may at first appear completely ridiculous. Some may even say such a claim is blasphemous. But I am here to prove that video games can be more artistic than art, and that such a claim is valid due to video games' use of various art forms, which, regardless of their nature as normal games, allows it to become the ultimate art. Now, an immediate counter-argument that may be brought up is that video games are too different from contemporary art due to the fact that it can be one. As Roger Ebert is quoted to express, in Adam Sewer's article, Ebert says video games can never be art. And indeed, many video games like Fortnite can be won by the achievement of a victory royale, haha dab. But one must remember that movies were also once considered too different to be art. But now they are embraced as art because of how they expanded the definition of art and how they enhanced art. So video games, likewise different from contemporary art, should not be forced to conform to our definition of art, to our current definition of art, but judged as an art form because of how it expands art. Now, one art form present in video games is literature, which is best represented in the video game Fallout 4. In Fallout 4's opening cinematic, one of the playable characters talks about the political, socioeconomic, and cultural conditions of a world heading towards nuclear Armageddon. Now, although the world described is clearly fictional, it uses real-life events such as the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki as a basis, which, along with the playable character's expression of fear for my son, for my wife, for my infant son, creates a powerful anti-war message and masterfully builds a story that players will become a part of and explore through that playable character or their spouse. But literature is far from the only art form present in video games, as music is also present, as seen in the video game Cyberpunk 2077's fictional band, Samurai. Now, in one of the fictional band's songs, Ballad of Buck Ravers, some of the lyrics are, "Of rodent in a race, unsung and underpaid, my colleagues seem to me like slaves in sheep array." Now, music is a lot of music, and thus a lot of art, is considered as art because of the meaningful messages that they convey, and because of how pleasing they can be to the eye or the ears. Well, upon analysis of these lyrics from Samurai's song, there's a clear message being communicated in regards to the opposition of the corporate world in which we live in today, where people are rushed to have jobs, are rushed to join a rat race, and which are frequently not allowed to think for themselves. Not only that, but it does so in the background of some awesome guitar riffs, and which, in combination with drums, allow for a very pleasing audio experience. But one final art form, and probably the most prominent of them all in video games, is visual art in the form of concept art, which, as defined in Gazier Kuchatka's article, "What is concept art?" are drawn illustrations which represent which reflect the digital representation of the fictional world. Now, although concept art is not directly implemented in the finished product of a video game, it is replicated and enhanced through technology, allowing it to have effects such as three-dimensionality, which is seen in this photo of the video game Elden Ring, allows for some beautiful landscapes and beautiful depiction of landscapes filled with golden trees and castle ruins, which captivate the player and inspire feelings of adventure. But the main reason that video games are the ultimate art is the fact that they combine these three art forms: literature, music, and visual art in the form of concept art. They combine them to elicit some truly deep feeling and meaningful messages. And then an achievement that many other art forms like books are forced to achieve through with a limited scope of something like of things like visuals and language. But one example can be found, but a perfect example of this combination can be found in this video of Battlefield 1.